Well, with me is Ibrahim Dogus, who is the director of the Centre for Turkey Studies. That's an independent organisation which conducts research into the changing political and social landscape of Turkey. How much change do you think we're going to see as a result of this result?
I mean, things will change dramatically in Turkey. For the last 5 years, things have gone backwards in the country compared to first 7-8 years of AK Party government, where the whole world was expecting Turkey to become a democratic, plural society, where things would have gotten much better. But within the last 5 years, things have gotten worse, and I think the actual worst is to come now in the next few years.
When you talk about worse and the country going backwards, what do you mean specifically, given that he has just received 53% of the vote?
I mean, we just heard on your report as well, the country has been polarized for a long time now. This polarization is creating huge divisions and tensions between societies and communities, ethnic minorities, religious minorities, but also a country is not doing well economically as it used to. So when the country was doing really well economically, things were controllable. Government was able to claim, look, under our management, things are getting better and better for the country, and all other minor issues will be resolved in the future. But right now, the economy is not doing well. The country is at war within the neighboring country in Syria, and the president is calling, or has been calling on sending his troops into northern Iraqi territory to target Kurdistan Workers' Party fighters. So things are unlikely to get back to normal at any time soon.
Why then does he still command the levels of support that he clearly does? I mean, yes, there have been question marks about the way the campaign was conducted, but even the opposition aren't questioning the actual figures, are they?
I mean, this election is probably the most unfair election that has taken place in the country. I mean, there's never been a proper sort of a level playing field for any political party in the country. So the process was never fair, and elections were not fair when you compare it to government institutions backing a certain political party. 90% of the media in the country is directly controlled either by government or by businesses who are aligned to governing party. That creates a division. TVs are playing a huge role in Turkish society, Turkish Kurdish society in Turkey, because papers are read by less people. It's actually the TVs that makes the real difference on campaigning. 90% of those mainstream TV channels have been backing President Erdogan.
A brief word on how the rest of the world will view this. There's been criticism from the EU this afternoon of the way the campaign was conducted. We await specific reaction, I think, at this stage, certainly from Washington, from Moscow. How will this play out in international terms?
I mean, at some point, President Erdogan will have to try very hard to convince European Union or United States or other international powers that he's going to go back to the country will be back on tracks at some point soon. But in a country where the economy is expected to do really bad, a country that is at war with its own citizens, but also with its neighbors at the moment, or in neighboring countries, things are unlikely to be back to normal, I would say.
Okay, we must leave it there. Ibrahim Dogus, thank you very much.